What is up, guys? I'm your man Steady Chaos. Welcome to Steady Chaos Productions. So my LG C10, it is officially over 2,000 hours of total view time. So is there burn-in? Well, let's find out right after the break. Alright guys, so like you heard me say before the break, I am over 2,000 hours of total viewing time. I've had my LG C10 since April of this year. To be exact, I have 2,129 hours of view time, and a lot of that time has really amassed or grown because of the pandemic. I was home for 7 months from work. So basically from March until November, mid-November, I think November 16th, I was home not working, so I was using my LG C10 for everything. I use my LG C10 for my gaming needs, PC gaming, PlayStation 4 Pro gaming. Still haven't gotten a PlayStation 5. I'm trying, who knows when I'm gonna get it, but once I do, that'll also get hooked up to the LG C10. But I also use it for PC browsing, Netflix, Amazon Prime, 4K Blu-rays, so it is the center of my multimedia universe, and I treat this TV as if it were a regular LED TV. I don't concern myself with potential burn-in. I don't concern myself really, for the most part, with image retention. Sure, I take basic precautions, you know, pixel shift is on, logo luminance adjustment is on, but I bought the extended warranty from Best Buy, which covers burn-in, so I'm not worried about babying this LG OLED. I'm going to use it as I see fit. I'm not going to use it irresponsibly. I'm not going to turn the screensaver off on my PC and just leave static images up. Like I said, I had basic safety precautions in place. I use a dark theme on YouTube, and I have a screensaver set to 5 minutes. But otherwise, I'm not worried about static windows. I'm not worried about web browsing and, you know, bars getting burnt into my TV. If that happens, I'll replace it. That's why I bought the extended warranty from Best Buy. So because my TV is over 2,000 hours of viewing time, it has automatically run a 1 hour long pixel refresh. And to date, I have not had any problems since the pixel refresh. The image looks great. It still looks uniform. I haven't noticed any retention. I haven't noticed any burn-in anywhere. That said, there's a caveat. I have not actually run a screen burn-in test yet. So what I want to do is I'm going to run this test real time, and I'm going to observe it with you real time, and then I'll have my reaction right after. So it's just going to be probably a 2-minute long burn-in test. I have one of these videos on my YouTube channel, so if you want to try this burn-in test on your LG OLED or Sony OLED, what have you, then feel free to look it up on my channel and try yourself. Anyway, during this OLED burn-in test, if you notice any type of retention, if you notice any kind of dark spots or problems with screen uniformity, there is some vertical banding on my OLED. That's pretty normal for OLED TVs to have some vertical banding in the grayer shade, so I'm not worried about that. But if you notice any kind of irregularities, what looks like maybe a logo burnt into a corner, by all means let me know in the comment section down below, and I will certainly investigate further. And if I see anything in this test pattern while I watch, I will most certainly let you know in the conclusion of this video. So without further ado, let's run this pattern and see what we got. All right, guys, so did you notice any image retention, any burn-in, any uniformity issues? I didn't see much. Everything looks really clean, especially in the brighter shades of colors, you know, the magentas, the reds, the yellows, the blues. Everything looks clean, uniformity looks perfect. When you get into the 5% grayscale and like the 10% grayscale, that is when inconsistencies can really show up. And pretty much all I see is the vertical banding, which, as I've said numerous times before, is pretty much par for the course for an LG OLED TV. They do have vertical banding that can be noticeable in grayscale test patterns. But I will say this, even though I didn't notice any burn-in or any image retention per se, it does appear that there is a slightly whitish spot towards the center bottomish part of my screen when viewing the 5% grayscale. I don't know if that's something the camera is able to pick up on my TV when you're watching this video, or if something you're even able to see. It's only something that I can really pick up and see in a 5% grayscale. Even when you get to 10, 15, 20% grayscale, I can't really see it. But it's just that spot close to the center of my screen, maybe down a little bit towards the bottom, where you would often, if you're watching a movie, you might often have a lot of heads or faces in that area in the center of the screen. Or if you're playing a game like The Last of Us, a third-person game, for example, the character will always be running in the center lower part of your screen right there. So I'm wondering if that lightish gray spot is some retention and burn-in that's really starting to develop over time. We'll have to keep our eyes on it. Like I said, I don't notice anything in the brighter colors, so it's hard to say. And I'm not even sure if this is something that my camera can pick up and that you guys, the viewers, can see. But it is something that I personally can see when I run the burn-in pattern, especially the 5% grayscale. But so far at 2,129 hours, it does not appear that there are any clear signs of retention or burn-in. Again, there is that one area of lightish gray clouding in the center. It's hard to say if that's related to retention or burn-in, or if that's just simply a uniformity issue with the panel itself. Regardless, we'll keep monitoring it as we push closer to 3,000 hours of view time, and once I get to 3,000 hours of view time, I'll do another video and another test pattern for you guys to see if we can find any burn-in. But so far, I'd say pretty much so good. So it is without hesitation that I would still recommend that if you are on the fence about buying an OLED because you're worried about retention and burn-in, I would still recommend at this point that you pull the trigger and you buy an LG or Sony OLED. They, hands down, are the best TVs for movie thanks to their pixel level light control, and the C10 is the best TV for gaming. Regardless of what anyone will tell you, it can do 4K, 120, 444 chroma with HDR10, which is all you really need for the next gen consoles. It can do Dolby Vision movies, you know, it has G-Sync, it has FreeSync Premium. Everything that you need, this TV pretty much has from a gaming and movie standpoint. So because of that, I still recommend it. All right, guys, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like. It would really help me out. And subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. All right, guys, see you later.